Apple is one of the most popular and valuable companies in the world. It's an American multinational corporation and technology company was founded as Apple Computer Company on April 1st, 1976. Apple specializing in the design, manufacture, and marketing of personal computers, software, mobile devices and media, as well as networking solutions. Apple also has a chain of retail stores, which are often known as Apple Stores. A large part of Apple's success is due to its efficient and effective supply chain strategy. It achieved a role as the top music player after launching the iPod music player in 2001, followed by the launch of the upgraded iTunes Music Store in 2003. Later in 2007, Apple dropped the name Computers from its systems. In 2007, Apple also entered the mobile phone market with the launch of the iPhone, and its launch was considered very successful. Its annual revenue is estimated at $119.06 billion in revenue in 2023. We'll explore the different components of Apple's supply chain, from sourcing raw materials to delivering finished products to customers. We will also discuss the strategies and processes Apple has implemented to ensure goods and services flow efficiently and effectively throughout its supply chain. Finally, we'll take a look at the challenges and opportunities Apple faces in managing its supply chain. By the end of this guide, you'll gain a better understanding of the intricacies of Apple's supply chain and how it contributes to the company's success. Apple's supply chain is a complex and intricate system responsible for the manufacturing and distribution of its products. It is a global network of suppliers, manufacturers, and distributors who collaborate to ensure that Apple products are delivered to consumers quickly and effectively. The beginning of Apple's supply chain is the procurement of basic materials. Apple works with global suppliers to acquire the necessary components to manufacture its products. These components are then transported to Apple's manufacturing facilities, where they are used to assemble finalized products. Supply chain map is the way to express large system from points of origin to points of consumption in a simple-to-understand manner. Information from the annual report is also used to produce Apple Supply Chain Map. Apple Inc. purchases raw materials from various sources, then get them shipped to assembling plant in China. From there, the assembler will ship products directly to consumers via UPS FedEx for those who buy from Apple's online store. For other distribution channels such as retail stores, Apple is a successful business due to its global supply chain, which allows it to quickly and efficiently source parts and materials from all over the globe and deliver them to its factories. Additionally, Apple collaborates with its suppliers to make sure they can adhere to its manufacturing deadlines and schedules. Apple also employs a rigorous quality assurance procedure to ensure that all of its products satisfy the company's stringent requirements. This includes thorough inspections of the manufacturing process and testing of components and finished products. Apple works with logistics partners to manage its supply chain. Apple uses SCM and ERP systems to track and manage its inventory levels. Apple has implemented a variety of various strategies to guarantee the effectiveness and efficiency of its global supply chain. The global supply chain for Apple is very successful and economical. The benefits of Apple's supply chain strategy. Apple's supply chain control reduces costs. Apple stays competitive by adapting rapidly to market changes. Apple manages its supply chain to assure high-quality products. Apple's supply chain management method ensures excellent customer service. Strategic innovations in Apple's supply chain. Apple Inc. pioneered supply chain tactics. The company's supply chain management strategy has helped it compete globally. Apple's supply chain strategies aim to improve user experience, efficiency, and innovation through technology. Apple prioritizes customer satisfaction in its supply line. Apple also optimizes its supply line. The prospects for Apple's supply strategy. Apple Inc. is one of the most successful tech companies in the world, and its supply chain management is a big reason why. As the company grows, its supply chain must change to keep up with the business's needs. In the future, Apple's supply chain management will have to focus on sustainability, efficiency, and customer service. Apple is one of the most valuable companies to date with a total market capitalization of more than $119.06 billion as of June 2023. Nearly two-thirds of its revenue comes from iPhone sales. Apple has demonstrated its commitment to responsible business practices. As consumers increasingly demand transparency and ethical sourcing, Apple's supply chain will continue to be a critical factor in its success and